Howdy, welcome back to the Addicted Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy. We're going to do another junkyard walk around today. It's a misty, cold, almost snowy Saturday morning. And there's no cars and coffee. There's really not much to do. So let's go scrounge around a dirty junkyard. It's funny, I'm not sure why this activity sticks as far as something that's repetitive to do. But it's kind of like antiquing for car guys. Like, you know, you go there and you find some bits. You know, it really requires that you have a bunch of old cars. And, you know, they have an inventory list and whatnot on their website, but that's not very accurate. So sometimes you can find something interesting. So I think that's what keeps me coming back, like when I found the D1. All right, here we go. You know, they circulate inventory, I think, on like Tuesdays or something like that. So it doesn't really hit the system until later on in the week. And obviously there's people here all the time. But already some XF Jags and a lot of Mini Coopers. I've been seeing a lot of Mini Coopers recently. Assuming with bad engines, they're noted as don't run and drive. So these are here's a stock, I don't know, maybe 125, oh, runs rough. So, yep, so if it runs rough or the engine's not good, they notate it and it goes back in. Ooh, so I guess a repainted or wrapped Mitsubishi 3000 GT. I had a friend actually ask me to start looking around for one for him. Interesting cars, I guessed. Something that they really, it's one of those kind of front-engined, all-wheel, front-wheel drive, V6, high-power, 90s Halo coupes. I think some of them had rear steer and all-wheel drive and all that fun stuff. But they tried to make a comeback during COVID, and it didn't happen from a price standpoint. You know, there were some 8,000, 20,000 mile ones that, you know, tried to do the whole bat thing to bring big money, and they just ended up not doing it. I don't think. This one's an automatic. But you know, they have a cool interior and cool dash, very wide, big, heavy car. So I think that's probably what, I don't know, kills them. I don't say kills it, but makes it a little less interesting. Here you go, semi-modern, probably 06, 07, 350 SL. Let's see if I'm right. 2005, okay, yeah, SLK. Yeah. It's okay. I thought that was the longer one. Yeah, 350, decent condition. You know, some of these had, oh, hold on. I noticed that. This one might have had a manual transmission, which is why it's missing now and why it has a Hot Boy hood on it. Could have been involved some Drifty Boy activities, but, you know, not a terrible car, but they're just kind of overshadowed with the more performance-oriented models from, you know, the AMG variants and other ones. 2-liter Chehetta. Looks like it was a stick at one point. 325 E90, I guess, automatic. Nice seats. Ooh, black manual seats. Not sports seats, I don't think, but decent. So these are the oddballs that I find pretty neat in the yards. This is a Nissan, I guess it's a Sentra. And because they're so odd and rare, not because they're valuable, just because they're all crushed at this point. Yeah, Sentra. They don't really get picked over because no one has one to take the parts from. Check out the long glass roof. Like I said, these are all crushed, so there's no reason to value the parts. But, you know, seat cover, manual transmission. I think these are rear-wheel drive. Neat cars, but like I said, they're all dead. Usual suspect E38s, W126s, other Mercedes. You know, they've been interesting staples of junkyards for a very long time. So nothing really much to see there as far as rarity. So this one I might have documented before, but it's a very high mileage, 230,000 mile S4 Audi. And again, impressive. It had some damage. I think this damage is what killed it, not powertrain related, but you know, you've got S4s in junkyards with no brakes pads and lack of maintenance, but still something. Someone took the S badge so they could rebadge their A4. But yeah, You know, they got the brushed chromish mirrors, and that's still an enthusiast car. It's just not something you expect to see in a breaker's yard in the US. It's freezing. Here's another A4. This one hasn't been S-type Volvo. Again, usual suspects. Oh, Z4. This one really hasn't been picked through or anything. I don't know why I find these interesting, but it's just, I think the fact that they haven't been picked over yet. I don't know if that demographic of buyers is looking for Audi parts yet. It's kind of odd, I guess. Z4, obviously every BMW with manual transmission, the transmission is the first thing that's gone, but it has some interior trim bits. Manual, no, not completely manual seats. Most of the engine is stripped. Looks like the intake, the alternator looks newer. I mean, BMWs and Hondas might have to be the most picked over entries to the junkyard storage facilities that I've seen. It's another 846. Automatic. Nice tan seats though. Oh, here's 240. This is a 245 speed with I saw this last time, 150,000 miles or something. I grabbed some of the interior bits, but yeah, really good condition. I'm not sure why it died while I was in here, but it looked like somebody loved that car. Walking over here, sorry, my hands are starting to get frozen. Oh, look. Ooh, this one, man, little 230, maybe, red, the unloved Mercedes Coupe, automatic. They did make these in a manual. Yeah, 230 compressor. Good color, good wheels. Just never received a lot of love from the Mercedes community or even the aftermarket community. It's kind of an oddball. And then this little 318, man, I wanted the seats out of this, but it was stripped clean. It was in the process of being stripped clean by the time I got here last time. Manual, had the nice Designo or whatever interior. I guess the transmission's still there, which is rare. You can't see the mileage, but it's this Hellrot red or something. But it's got turn signals with the rear hatch if you're looking for something like that. Yeah, neat little car. Here's another one, a little 325i automatic, already been completely stripped of anything useful, very rusty, but BMW interiors are worth a lot of money to BMW guys. Well, anything's worth something to their own aftermarket community. There's not a whole lot to be saved on this car. Like I said, bumper probably grabbed some bits off of a door card or something, but everything of seeming value, it looks like it's been grabbed, which, hey, I don't blame them. More Mercedes, and I thought I saw, oh yeah, this little Tacoma here has been, again, strapped. Frame pieces have been cut out, hopefully to save another one, which is nice. Another complete Audi, because I guess no one saves Audis in this SLK 230, because no one with an SLK 230 is looking for bits or looking to save them. At least that's my thought. So this one's pretty interesting as well. This is a manual VR6 Passat, which we raced an MK2 or 3 Jetta, and this one is actually in pretty good condition. We used to buy these VR6s for our race car, and it is a manual, nice seats, radio and all that. I think I'd like to have one of these just as a car, not anything crazy, just a stock one with a VR6 and a 5-speed. Probably problematic, probably not a best idea, but they are pretty quick and interesting, and they do sound good. And even though the body lines aren't for everybody, they're kind of warming up on me, even though it's front-wheel drive. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I just had a lovely conversation with the gentleman in that 230 SLK, who I've actually met before. We're kind of in the same game of old European, British cars, finding, driving, selling, you know, the whole game. And yeah, he was telling me he was there for the SL parts, and he was driving a little automatic SLK 230. So, you know, everyone's out there, and that's the problem, I guess, with the junkyard game, because, you know, a lot of these guys have, or the part sellers, or online eBay guys, whatever you want to call them, have deals or have a little inside knowledge about what's coming in. And, you know, it's just car parts and things. But, you know, when you get a little bit of a heads up and you can get a nice E30 or E46 or E36 interior and bits, you know, those things go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eBay or other markets because they cost less than having to reupholster things. So, you know, there's something to be said from getting a leg up on that information. So, you know, like I said, sometimes I stop in, I get lucky, I find something I'm looking for. Most people aren't looking for old Jags and Land Rovers in there yet, so I think that's what I've got going for me as far as the scope of the cars I look at. But there's some things that just get a little bit out of reach due to the nature of what they are. So if you like this type of content and you enjoy this type of video, please check out the rest of my videos. I've got over 950. Please like and subscribe to the other fun YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.